Hello everyone and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Halim Akhtar Himo, teacher of class 3. So my dear student, I hope that you all are very fine and well. I'm also fine. So how's your Eid vacation? Today this is the second class after the Eid vacation. I hope you all do lots of fun. So as I told you that you have already got one class. So can you tell me that what is the chapter I'm going to discuss today? Yes, the chapter number is 4. So can you tell me what is the name of this chapter? Yes, the chapter name is Learning the Quran Majid. So my dear student, we already learned in the first chapter that Quran Majid is one of the Asmani Kitab. This is the last Asmani Kitab. So can you tell me who got this book? Yes, our last prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam got this book. So this book is very much important. So can you tell me that what is Quran Majid? Yes, we already learned it in the chapter 1 that Quran Majid is the message of Allah, isn't it? Or there are lots of, we can say there are lots of messages, isn't it? Or we can say that it is a collection of Allah's messages. And in this chapter, the chapter name is what? Learning the Quran Majid. So we can say that in this chapter we are going to learn how to read and write the Quran Majid. So my dear students, can you tell me that what you learned in the previous class? Okay, I will help you to remember you. Let's go for the previous lesson. Student, before going to the previous lesson, look at the slide. Here is written Milestone Preparatory KG School EMGS. The class number is 3. Subject name is Islam and Moral Education. Teacher name, I already told you that I Halim Akhtar Himo. Sector 7, lecture number 9. Now move to the previous lesson. Look at the slide. What is the Quran? The first question is, what is the Quran? So, my dear student, can you tell me the answer of this question? Yes, the answer of this question is, the Quran Majid is the message of Allah. Quran Majid has the guideline to do our work, how to do and what to do. The work that will bring happiness to us and the work that is dangerous have also been described in the Quran Majid. So, my dear student, that means everything is written in the Quran Majid. Okay, what we should do and what we should not do, and all the things is the message of Allah. So the main answer is the Quran Majid is the message of Allah. Also, we know that Quran Majid is the last Asmani Kitab, isn't it? So it's a very important book. So that's why we should try to read it properly. Now move to the next question. Our next question is, how many Arabic alphabets are there? Isn't it very easy? Yes, I know that you all can give the answer. So the answer is, there are 29 Arabic alphabet. How many? Yes, 29 Arabic alphabet. And the last question is, what is Nukta? So can you tell me what is Nukta? Yes, Nukta is, there are one or more dots on or under the Arabic letters. These dots are called Nukta. Okay, there are one or more dots on or under the Arabic letters. These dots are called Nukta. There are 15 Nuktas in 29 letters. How many Nuktas? 15 Nuktas among 29 letters. So please learn these things properly. Okay. Now let's move to the today's lesson. So we are now discussing about the chapter 4. So you already know the name of the chapter 4, that is Learning the Quran Majid. Okay. Now, my dear student, please open your CW copy and also your book. Okay. Open your CW copy and also your book, page number 46. Okay. And at first in your copy, write all these things, whatever is shown in the slide. That means at first write down the chapter number, then the chapter name, then your CW number 12, and then topic number is, topic name is different shapes of Arabic letters, Harkot, Tanween and Jazm. That means today we are going to learn the different shapes of Arabic letters. Then we are going to learn that what is Harkat, what is Tanween and what is Jajam. Okay. And also we are going to do the reading practice from page number 46 to 54. So my dear student, write all the things in your copy quickly. And also open your book page number 46. Okay. Now my dear student, after finishing your writing, we will read the book from the page number 46. So my dear student, please finish your writing and then let's move to the book page number 46. My dear student, did you open your book page number 46? Look at here what is written. The topic is different shapes of Arabic letters. Please look at here. The chart below shows the differences that occur if the letters are placed at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a word. That means, look at here. There are two alif together. So, if there are two alif together, then it will look like that. Then, beside this, if the alif is placed at the end, then it will look like this. Can you look at the, can you see it in the book? I think you can see. Now look in the middle. If the alif is placed in the middle, it will look like this. And then if it is placed at the beginning, then it will look like this one. So my dear student, in Arabic language, there are 29 letters. So all the letters are looking different if it is placed in different place. That means if it is placed together, it will look like different. Then if it is at the end, in the middle, in the beginning, you can see all the things is written in the book. So my dear student, please look at here. There is all the letters. Please read all the things at your home. Okay, you will understand everything. That is very easy. Now my dear student, can you see all the things? Yes, please read these things. Now my dear student, our next topic is harkat. Harkat means that sometimes for writing the English, we use A, E, I, O, U. These are called vowels, isn't it? So, also like that, if you want to write or pronounce Arabic word, we use some signs. So, today we will learn these signs. So, one of these signs is harkat. Okay, look, in book there is written, to write English we use A, E, I, O, U, etc. signs. Such as, look at here, what is written? B plus A. The pronunciation will be like ba. B plus I, B. B plus U, bu. So, also in your Bangla, you use akar, roshikar, digikar. So, whenever it comes in English, that becomes A, E, I, O, U. And when it comes in Arabic term, we are using jabor, jer, pesh. So this sign actually work as a vowel. So we can say these signs are called harkat. Okay. Look at here in the book. Arabic language have some vowels like that, such as ba, zabar, ba, zer, bi, ba, pesh, bu. So these things is working as a vowel. I already told you. So these are the very important sign. Okay, if you want to make any word, if you want to write Arabic language, if you want to pronounce, then we have to know these signs. Okay, so these things is called harkat. Look at here. In Arabic language, these vowel signs are called harkat. There are three kinds of harkat. For example, zabar, zer, pesh. Okay. Now look at here. When zabar is given on any letter, it is pronounced as a. That means ba, zabar, ba. Look, here is a one table. You can look at here that alif, zabar. If there is a zabar on the alif, then the pronunciation will be like that. A. If there is a zabar top of the ta, then it will look like ta, zabar, ta. After that, zim, zabar, za. Tal, zabar, da. Ra, zabar, ra. Sin, zabar, sa. Like this, you will read all the things. Okay, the pronunciation will be like that. That means it will like pronunciation like A. Okay. So after that, look at here. There is another table. Here is all the 29 letters that alif zabar a, ba zabar ba, ta zabar ta, sin zabar sa, zim zabar za, ha zabar ha. So all the letters please read. Now next move to the next table. Look at here. When Z is given under any letter, it is pronounced as E. Okay, it is pronounced as E. Bazet B. Look at here. Here is also in the Z in the under the alif. Alif Z E. Bazet B. Zim Z Z. And remember these things. Z always placed under the letter. Okay, Zim always placed under the letter, and the pronunciation will be like E. Okay, now move to the next table. Here is pesh. When pesh is given on any letter, is pronounced as U. Look here, ba pesh bu. And here is also one table. Alif pesh U, ta pesh tu, zim pesh zu, dal pesh du. So you have to read like this. So my dear student, please read all the letters. Okay, that will also help you to read the Quran Majid. So try to read all the things properly. Now, do you understand what is harkat? Harkat is a, that means we can easily say that zabar zar pesh, we can say harkat. Okay, we can say that zabar zar pesh are called harkat. It is also worked as a vowel. Okay, it is also worked as a vowel. And also we have to write that there are three kinds of harkat. For example, zabar zar pesh. Okay, my dear student, please listen again. In Arabic language, these vowel signs are called harkat, or we can say that zabar zar pesh is called harkat. There are three kinds of harkat. For example, zabar zar pesh. So if I asked you that what is harkat, you have to say this. Okay, now move to our next topic. Our next topic is tanween. Okay, look here what is written. Double zabar, double zer, and double pesh are called tanween. For example, mim double zabar man, mim double zer min, mim double pesh mun. So my dear student, we already saw that if there is one zabar, the pronunciation is like mim zabar ma. But if there is two zabar, then the pronunciation will be like mim double zabar man. And also we saw that if there is one z, the pronunciation will be mim zer mi, and here mim double z min. Okay, so the pronunciation will become different because there are not one zabar, there are two zabar, there are double zabar. So these things is called tanween. If there are two zabar instead of one zabar, then it is called tanween. Okay, so the definition will be double zabar, double z, and double pesh are called tanween. For example, you have to write these three examples. Okay, if there is any question that what is tanween, then you have to say that double zabar, double z, double pesh are called tanween, and you have to also give these three examples. For example, mim double zabar man, mim double z min, mim double pesh man. Okay, look here. Here is also one chart. Look at here. Read and write the following chart of tanween having double zabar. Alif zabar an, alif double zabar an, ba double zabar ban, ta double zabar tan. So you have to read like this. Okay. Now look at the second table. Here is double z. Read and write the following chart of tanween having double z. Alif double z in, ba double z bin, ta double z tin, sa double z sin, zim double z zin, ha double z hin, write like this. You have to read all the word. Okay. So please, my dear students, do practice at your home. Okay. Read all the letter. Now look in the page number 53. There is written, read and write the following chart of Tanveen having double page. So my dear student, if there is a double page on the alif, the pronunciation will be un. That means alif double page un, ba double page bun, ta double page tun, sa double page sun, zim double page zun, ha double page hun, kha double page khun. So you have to read like that. Okay. So do you understand that what is tanween? Yes, tanween is also like the harkat. Okay, that means we can say this is the another form of the harkat. In harkat there are one zer, one pesh, one zabar, and in tanween there are double zabar, double zer, double pesh. Okay, so if I ask you that what is tanween, can you tell me? I think you can tell me. Isn't it very easy? Yes. The definition is double zabar, double z, double pesh is called tanween, and you have to also give me that 3 example. Okay, mim double zabar man, mim double z min, mim double pesh mun. Okay, my dear student, don't forget these things. Now move to the next topic. Our next topic is zazam. These are very much important. So my dear student, please listen my talking very carefully. Okay, what I'm going to say, just be careful. So zazam, there are many letters in Arabic which does not have any zabar, zer or pesh. That means sometimes whenever you are going to read the Quran Majid, you can saw that there are some letters who don't have any sign. Okay, like they don't have any zabar, zer, pesh, but the previous letter have them. Okay, a sign is used to pronounce this letter. This sign is called zazam. Other sign of zazam you can see in the book. So my dear student, do you understand what is zazam? That means actually we use zazam to so basically my student, we use zazam actually to add 2 letters together. Okay, in book you can look that mim nun zabar man. You can see here that in nun there is no zabar zer pesh. Okay, but mim have the zabar. So you can see that in the upper there is one sign. This sign is called actually zazam. So this sign is actually helped to add with the mim. So this mim and nun is actually add with each other, and then the pronunciation is become man. So the how we will going to read mim nun zabar man, mim nun zer min, mim nun pesh mun. Okay, so the pronunciation will be like that. Please look carefully that in the on the nun there is no zabar zer pesh, but in the mim there is a zabar. So this sign, what is in on the nun, this sign is called zazam. This sign helps to attach with the mim, and together the pronunciation is become mim nun zabar man, mim nun zer min, mim nun pesh mun. So the pronunciation will be like that. Okay, so for that reason, because nun doesn't have any zabar zer pesh, so that's why we use this zazam sign. Okay, so that we can add these 2 letters together, and so that we can pronounce these things. So read these things carefully. Here is also one chart. You can see, read the following chart with zazam. Here is kaf nun pesh kun, kaf nun pesh kun. Look at here, kaf lam pesh kul, kaf lam pesh kul, and there is written swat waw zabar saw. Then mim double pesh mun, that means saumun. Okay, now look at the here, Sa wa pesh saw. Mim double pesh moon. Saw moon. Now here kaf nun pesh kun. Kaf nun pesh kun. Kinds of the Arabic letter is called harkat. There are three kinds of harkat. First one is zabar, then second one is zed, then the last one is pesh. Okay. So then the next one is what is tanween. So tanween is double z, double pesh, double zabar is called tanween. Okay. How we have to say double zabar, double z, double pesh is called tanween. For example, you have to write three examples, that mim double zabar moon man, mim double z min, mim double pesh moon. Okay. And the last one is what is zazam. So what is zazam? Zazam is, so in some letters, in some Arabic letters, they don't have zabar, z, pesh, but the previous letters have them. A sign is used to pronounce this letter. This sign is called zazam. Okay, that means in some letters they don't have any zabar, z, pesh, but the previous letter have zabar, z, pesh. So if you want to word this letter with the next letter, we use a special sign. Okay, this sign is called zazam. Okay, so look here. Mim nun zabar man. So in this example, in noon, on the noon there is no zabar se pesh, but the mim have zabar. So a special sign is used to add these two letters together. So this will make mim nun zabar man. So you have to give this example. Okay. So my dear students, this is now move to our diary writing. Okay, this is all for the today. Now we have to write the diary. So my dear student, write the diary that reach page 46 to 54 and learn harkat, tanween and zazam. So my dear student, please read these things very carefully. Okay, it will help you to read the Quran Majid properly. That is all for the today. My dear student, please read all the things properly so that you can also read the Quran Majid properly. Hope we will meet very soon, inshallah. Till then, please stay home and please maintain all the rules and regulations so that we can prevent the coronavirus. Till then, Allah Hafiz, Tata, bye bye.